As G7 leaders prepare to sit down for their second and final day of talks in Bavaria Monday, Greenpeace supporters beamed these messages to them on a nearby mountain. Once dubbed the climate chancellor, Germany's Angela Merkel had vowed to make climate change a top priority. And by the summit's end, G7 leaders agreed to wean their economies off carbon fuels and to reduce global greenhouse gas emissions by 40 to 70% by 2050. But they stopped short of agreeing to binding targets, leaving that for future climate talks in France.
We have clearly said as the G7 that we need binding rules at the heart of the climate agreement. The world doesn't have any binding rules at the moment, and therefore that must be a goal in Paris.
Goin Kripke is policy director at Oxfam America.
It's a small step. We see something new in it, but it's not nearly enough to show what the G7 will do to deliver an outcome on climate this year.
At the very least, climate activists say they're hopeful the latest G7 summit paves the way for a UN climate deal in Paris later this year, when 200 nations will try to seal a new worldwide agreement to curb greenhouse gas emissions.